welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I finally have another inventory video for you. These are slow coming, I know, but I have just got a lot going on in my life right now, and I can do it only when I can do it. So I have to kind of plan this around everything that is going on. And today I was actually able to take some photos of my skincare. So I am going to go through my skincare numbers, and I will have pictures on the screen of everything that I have in my collection. And I also have the stuff that I'm currently working on in a project separated out, so you can see that as well. The first picture, there's some crazy big bottles in that. That is all of my face washes. That is a lot. I have a total of 16. 2 of those, Purity Made Simple by Philosophy, are 32 ounces. Those are going to take me forever. If I never buy another face wash, I probably still would have enough. All the ones on the left are just kind of languishing in my inventory. Notice I do have 3 bar soaps in there as well. And I do have one from Sephora that's kind of like a powder, which I have not tried yet. They sent it to me in PR, but I will be trying that sometime in the near future. And then the 3 on the right, I am currently working on through different projects. I do expect to have at least 2 of the ones that I'm currently working on done by the end of the calendar year. And hopefully I can get all 3 of them done, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. My next category is makeup removers. I don't use like the standard kind of makeup removers, like you use a cotton ball, micellar water, that kind of stuff. I usually do like a 2-step cleanse. That is what I prefer. And both of these are actually currently in a project. The first one on the left is from Inky List. I have not tried that yet. I'm looking forward to trying that. And the one on the right is the Oil to Foam Cleanser. That's one of those when you're in a hurry that it is really easy to use. I definitely expect the Dermalogica to be done this year. I'm not sure about the Inky List. My next category is going to be for toners. I don't keep a lot of these on hand, but there are some that I do like to have. On the left is one from Fresh. I think that is going to be going into a project later in this year, and if you're with the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group, you already know what project that is going into. The 3 on the right are actually in projects currently, and I am pretty certain that all 3 of those are going to be done this year. I have 2 pictures for my face masks because you will see in the first picture, one of them is actually 5 pounds of kale and clay. It is massive. Is absolutely massive. It's going to take me a long time to use that up, and I am not even starting on that this year. That is for a future date, but it is all pure kale and clay, which is great for oily girls. And then, you know, I have various ones throughout that picture. And then the second picture there is going to be all of the ones that I have in a project currently. I am hoping to have all 3 of those done this year, if at all possible. But definitely the 2 on the right are my focused ones. And because I actually forgot to state it, I have 9 face masks. Though the 5-pound kale and clay, that might as well be like 30 face masks in one, because it's outrageous. It is going to take me years to get that one done. Next up, we have our breakout treatments. I think I've gotten every single one of these in PR, which is okay because I do use them. On the left, I have 3 different ones. I have the serum Bye Bye Breakouts from IT Cosmetics, one from First Aid Beauty, and then those little spot patches for, you know, whenever you break out, you have a little flare up there on your face. I use those infrequently. I very rarely get a breakout anymore because I use the other stuff. And then the one on right, the number 7, I do use that pretty much nightly with my nighttime moisturizer. I will put moisturizer in my hand, then a little dollop of the number 7 or another acne kind of treatment, and rub it in with my moisturizer and apply that. It keeps everything under control as far as my breakouts. Since I started doing that with tea tree oil or the breakout creams, that kind of stuff, I haven't had a breakout. It's kind of crazy, but I will take it. The next picture is going to be for my face peels. I currently have 12 in my inventory. The ones on the left are just in my inventory. The ones on the right I'm currently using. I do have some single peels. They are clinical strength peels, and I'm actually missing one from the picture. I wasn't sure where it was, and then I realized it was in a box for an upcoming project. So it is just missing from this picture, but I do have quite a bit in here, and I do believe everything that I have on the right hand side, the single peel, the peel pads, and the Dermalogica Peel Foliant, I do believe those will all be done by the end of this year. Next is the face scrub category. Again, on the left, ones that are just in my inventory. The ones on the right I am currently using. This isn't really that bad. Technically, it is a yellow category for me, but having only 7, I'm not really that worried, especially considering the 2 on the right that I'm currently panning are definitely going to be done this year. So if I get those used up and I don't get any other ones in PR, I will be at my goal by the end of the year. This next category is kind of weird. It was a lot of products that I wasn't really sure where to put them, so I just put them in a random skin treatments category. The one on the left is Paula's Choice. It is like that bakuchiol. I wasn't sure where to put it. If you guys have a better location to put it, then tell me down in the comments. I will shift it around as needed. And then the 2 on the right, one is an SPF, but it's kind of like a moisturizer SPF treatment all in one. And then of course I have the Lash Bond from Olaplex. I had no idea where to put that. But the 2 on the right, the Jan Marini and the Lash Bond from Olaplex, those are in projects currently, and I do expect them both to be done this year. As a matter of fact, the Jan Marini is probably going to be done before the end of this month. Face oils is a really easy category for me. I only have 3 of them in my collection, so that is definitely a green category for me. One from Sunday Riley, one from Mara, and then I have one from Coastal Scents. That is the silicone oil that I've been using to revive my Super Shock shadows, but you could really use any kind of face oil. I would use the other 2 if I didn't have the silicone oil, but I don't really have any other use for a silicone oil, and it works for my Super Shocks, so that's why I've been using it for that purpose. The serum category, this is a problem child, but I do go through a lot of serums in a year, so while it's a problem, it's not like a massive problem. I currently own 14 of them. I have so many different varieties, they do different things, and that's why I'm not worried about this category, because I have niacinamide, I have vitamin C, I have hyaluronic acid, you name it, I've got it, and I use them all, and I love them all. There's not many serums I've ever met that I didn't like. Juvia Skin Niacinamide, I'm looking at you. That is the only one I can think off the top of my head that I didn't like, because it felt like that clear Elmer's glue on my face. The ones on the right, I have a Tatcha, I think it's the Silk Serum, the Pharmacy Vitamin C, and then 2 of them from Glow Recipe. I am currently using all of them. I'm definitely sure that I will have them done before the end of this year. I am probably a little bit more than halfway done with the big one from Glow Recipe, and then I recently started using the little one, the red one, and there isn't much in that one. It is just a deluxe size, so I'm sure those 2 are going to be done relatively soon. Do I think that I will get to my goal by the end of the year? I don't know. But I will be significantly closer unless I get a bunch in PR. And I'm sitting here looking at my PR. I have some stuff that I haven't gone through yet, so I don't know if I'm keeping it or if I'm going to be passing it on to friends or family, but potentially I will have more serums. When I do my 6-month update numbers, I will probably have more serums, but I'm going to keep going through them. I have my moisturizers broken down into daytime moisturizers and nighttime moisturizers. And this has been trial and error for me because there are some moisturizers that are touted as day moisturizers that work well under your makeup and stuff like that that just don't for me. So then I have to put them into my nighttime category. So I'm going to start with my daytime category, but you'll notice that my nighttime category is small, and that is just because those are ones that I know will not work under my makeup. And even if they are officially supposed to be a daytime moisturizer, they aren't that for me. So some of the numbers that are in my daytime category are there just because I haven't tried them out yet. They may end up in my nighttime category. I will shuffle them as needed, but as of right now, until I try them and know whether they will work for day or night, I'm going to keep them in the daytime until I know that I'm forced to put them in the nighttime. I hope that makes sense. So let's get into this picture. The first one is, like I said, the daytime moisturizers. I currently have 13 in my collection. I suspect some of these are going to end up in the nighttime category, but for right now, they are where they are. The 2 on the right, the Curology and the Paula's Choice, I am currently working on in painting projects, and I am hoping that I can have both of those done before the end of the year. And this next picture is going to be my nighttime moisturizers. I just know some of these already because I've tried them are definitely more nighttime for me. The ones on the left are ones that I am not currently working on, and the ones on the right I am. The Clarins one is actually for like your neck and décolleté, and I've gotten some good progress on that one. I enjoy it, and I definitely think that is going to be done by the end of the year. The Instant Natural, that one's very sizable, so we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out for me. But currently this category is in the green, so I'm not super worried about it. I do have a lot of moisturizers, but you know, you can't have too much moisture, I guess. I can have too much oil, but not too much moisture. My next category is actually a green category, which I'm very excited about. This is for eye creams, serums, that kind of stuff. I have 4 that I am currently not working on, and 1 from Rose Inc that I am working on, which I absolutely love. I've been enjoying that quite a bit, and I do believe that is going to be done probably in the next 3 to 4 months, in which case I will work on, I don't know, I'll have to pick one to work on next, but this is so not a problem category for me, and I hope that it stays that way. So that is everything for my skincare inventory. I do have some red categories and some yellow categories in this, but I am a skincare junkie. I like skincare a lot, and I use quite a bit. I use drugstore, I use high-end. I use what works for me, and I pass on what doesn't work for me. As Misty can attest, I have sent her some stuff because her skin type is the polar opposite of mine, and there are just some things that do not work on my very oily skin, and so I pass them on. And if I try something and it's not going to work for me, I know it's going to work for Misty, and I don't mind sharing if I know something is not going to work for me, or if somebody just wants something. So I feel good about my skincare, much like my hair care. I do have a lot in some categories, but I don't feel like they are a problem yet. If they get to be a problem, then I will address that, but I feel okay with this. I do think like my face scrubs will go from yellow to green by the end of the year. Masks, I'm not sure. I'm not sure with that one at all. Peels, I definitely will go from red to yellow. I'm hoping by the end of the year I can do that. And we'll just have to wait and see on the other things. The serums, I might get into the yellow. I'm hoping I will be into the yellow by the 6-month mark. Crossing my fingers on that, and we'll just have to play it by ear for some of the other categories. But I really am not concerned too much about any of this because I do go through quite a bit of skincare. I am a little bit older than I once was, and I do use my skincare very faithfully, and I feel like that keeps me looking younger than my actual chronological age. So I am not unhappy about having good skincare. I really hope to have some more inventory videos up soon. Some will actually go into February, and I'm doing these in real time. Like, I'm looking at them and taking pictures like the day that I am filming. So it is going to be real time. I will be also doing a 6-month numbers update. I will not be doing pictures at 6 months, but I kind of had a discussion with Dana about this earlier today. I feel like I need to be on top of this on a yearly basis, because as I was going through my skincare, I realized there were some things in my inventory that I no longer had, that I finished in 2022. And when I did my 2023 numbers without pictures, I was counting things that weren't still in my inventory because I just forgot to take them out when I finished them. And I don't want to have those numbers in there and those products in my inventory if they aren't even here anymore, just because I was remiss in taking them out. So I feel like I want to do this inventory with pictures once a year. I haven't decided if I want to do it in December or in January. Both are very busy months, but I almost feel like maybe December might work out better because there's so many intros in January, where in December sometimes I'll finish a project early, like in October or November, and then there's a little less going on in December, even though it is busy. But I tend to do Vlogmas even if it's down on the sly. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see the pictures in December or January? Does it not matter? And if you are doing inventory, let me know if I haven't come down and checked out your video or on Instagram or whatever. I do want to support you guys and encourage you guys to do an inventory if you don't already have one. It is life-changing because you will know what you have and it will keep you from buying certain things. All right, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you on my next video, have a beautiful day.